among the Buddhists there is surprisingly a lot of misunderstanding about the teachings on Kamma or Karma. It's surprising because the Buddha himself spoke on many occasions, in many places, about the precise meaning of his teachings regarding Kamma or action. And he exchanged views with the various ascetics, the samanas and Brahmins that he went to see in India at the time that he lived in various places. He always went to discuss his views on the nature of existence, on the nature of suffering, and how to realize the ultimate goal of his teaching, or Nibbana. And a lot of these ascetics or samanas, shramanas, they held various views concerning actions and the role it plays in the process of liberation. Now, some of these people thought, for example, that everything that happens to a human being, all the experiences that we have in our life, are caused by our previous actions in the past. In other words, total determinism. Everything that happens is already caused by our past actions. So it ends up as a kind of fatalism. And the Buddha was very clear that that's not what he taught. Another group of people taught that everything that happens to us is caused by a supreme being, like a supreme God. And the Buddha also said that's not the case, that's not what he teaches. So, what did he teach then about the nature of Kamma and our situation in the world when we experience feelings or Vedana, which can be pleasant, painful, or somewhere in between? Where do they come from? What was the Buddha's position on this issue? Now, there is one place where the Buddha made it quite clear that not everything that we experience in this life can be attributed to a cause in the past. There is, in other words, no one-to-one correspondence between the things we did in our past, any one particular act that we did in our past, and the feeling that arises, say, in our body or in our minds in this present existence. There is a certain relationship between the kind of Kamma, the kind of actions we performed in our previous lives or earlier on in this life, and the results that occur right now in the present moment. But this one-to-one correspondence that some other teachings and some other religions teach, that was not what the Buddha meant by Kamma. And the results of Kamma, which are called vipaka, the fruition of acts committed in the past. Now, the Buddha said that there may be a number of causes why, say, unpleasant feeling arises in our body. And there is not just one cause, but, for example, due to some physiological changes in our body, biological, physiological factors, painful feelings may arise. The combination of some bodily chemicals, certain things like changes in weather or external influences, say even violent acts of other people. All these things don't have to be the direct results of our past actions, because the Buddha specifically said that the kind of painful feelings that arise as a result of past action, they are in a separate class from all these other factors. So that shows quite clearly that not everything that we experience right now can be attributed with this one-to-one correspondence to our past acts.